Hey there, Greenbank team owners. I wanted to take a brief moment to show you how the online draft works. I'm using a mock draft from the ESPN website. I've picked a 10-team snake draft, which is exactly the type of draft that we'll be running. I've joined the draft. Now I'm waiting for it to start, getting my launch link, and now the draft is launching. Ours will look something like this tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So I'll just point out some of the basic things you need to know on these screens that will be shown, and then everybody will be on the same page for tomorrow night. So I've drawn the 7th position in round 1 of the draft. I have the 7th pick, but because of the snake draft, in the 2nd round I have the 4th pick, and it will be rotated throughout the 16 rounds to make it fair for everyone. And your position, which is highlighted in yellow, will move down to the left to the box that shows who is now picking and how much time you have left. In this case, it's saying there's about a minute and 50 seconds before the draft starts. The all-important auto-pick checkbox right there, if you want to have the system auto-pick for you, just check that box. Over here on the right is the team roster that you need to fill up, and your players as you pick them will be populated into that list. And also right here in the middle of the screen is the list of all the NFL players, either sorted by their position if you like, or looking at all the players, and they are ranked by their potential for 2015 to be high scoring fantasy earners for points. Alright, so the draft is about to start here in a couple seconds, this mock draft. Again, I am the 7th position. So if this was you, you're just waiting. Alright, the first guy made a pick, and I can see in the history that he picked Adrian Peterson. Next guy made a pick, and now I'm waiting to see when my turn is. The player queue is highlighted. That shows you, if you're auto picking, who the next player will be picked for you automatically. And out of this list again is the rankings for all the point earners. So waiting for this person to pick. They're either thinking it over quite heavily, or they've walked away from their machine, so now it has to count down and then the system will auto pick for them, or they never made it into the draft, which might be the case of one of us, and then the system will wait 2 minutes each time you have to make a pick, and then it will make a pick for you for the next logical player for the highest ranked player available. In this area here is the current player that you're looking at, and you can scroll through that list of players, check out any information you want on them, as you're waiting for your turn to come up. But when it is your turn, you have that draft player button, which you'll see in a minute when it's my turn. So we're waiting here for the 5th pick to happen. Again, it looks like the person walked away from their computer because the system is about to count them down. They made a pick. Alright, this guy or woman is about to make a pick. I'm looking at the pick history because maybe I looked away for a minute and I'm not sure who was picked, and is any of the people in that list gone that I was already thinking about grabbing. So that pick history is very helpful. Alright, so this guy or woman is debating Jamal Charles. If he or she is on auto pick, that's the person they will get. And then I'm up. So the next available player, if I was auto picking, the next best player would be Marshawn Lynch from the Seahawks as a running back. I actually want him. I think he's a good pick, so I hit draft player. And we're skipping ahead now here to save some time. This is round 2, right before my pick. Okay, here's my 2nd pick. The next auto pick would be for me Rob Gronkowski. But I can scroll down. Maybe I want Odell Beckham Jr. I can look at any of these players and see what some of their points are, their performance potential, before I make my choice. But you know what? I'm going back. I think I do want Gronkowski. And again here, let's just quickly zoom forward. This is my pick in round 3. And the next available player that is the highest ranked is Emmanuel Sanders, wide receiver from Denver. And why not? I'll take him. And here's the last one I'll show you. This is when you're on auto pick and you select that button, the system tells you right front and center that you're on auto pick. You don't have to do anything. You just sit back and watch as your team gets assembled for you. You can take yourself out of auto pick at any time to pick a different player other than the recommended one. Alright, hope this was helpful. See you guys on Tuesday.